In this video, I will tell you how to do easy keyword research for beginners step by step. We will see how you can find keyword suggestions appropriate for your target and for your niche, how to see how many people search for a specific keyword, analyze how competitive a keyword is and how difficult it is to rank for it, and finally, how to evaluate the correct balance between a keyword that has high competition but is very popular and a keyword that has low competition but is less popular. So let's go straight into the video. The first difference I want you to understand is the different types of keywords. In fact, there are many different types of keywords that have different functions, and you should use all of them because each one of them has a specific use in the customer funnel. So here we can see an example, the three different customer funnels: awareness, consideration, and decision. If you know marketing, you probably know them. Awareness is when the customer is aware of the problem, is getting aware of the problem. Consideration is when they consider the solution, which is the product. And then decision is when they are evaluating if that product, if that company is valuable or not. So there are three different types of keywords that are useful for each one of these stages. In this example, we are seeing the buyer's journey of a holiday purchase. So in the awareness stage, the thought process is, I'm stressed. So there are a lot of different keywords that these kind of people, the people who are stressed, are going to type on Google. So that's what we want to do. We want to find those keywords that people who are in this stage, so they are getting aware of the problem that your product will solve, and they are typing these keywords on Google. So for example, in this case, the keywords could be stress causes, stress symptoms, am I stressed, how to relieve stress, ways to relieve stress. So again, these are keywords that people who don't know yet your product, don't know, maybe they don't even know that they need your type of product. Not just your brand, your type of product. If you're selling holidays, maybe obviously they know that holidays exist, but they don't know yet maybe that a holiday now or holiday in 3 months is the perfect solution for their problem. So they are typing these keywords that are a bit more generic, but eventually they will lead to your product. So for example, if someone is stressed and is typing on Google how to relieve stress, and it finds a nice article of your company, let's say that you are selling holidays, and it finds this nice article that says that one of the main ways to relieve stress is to take a break and to go on a nice holiday. And at the end of the article, this website says, okay, here are some ideas for cheap holidays that you can do in the next weekend. Bam! You just did a sale. You just found a new customer. You found the customer in the awareness stage when they don't know yet that they are going to buy the product or consider the product, and then you move them to the consideration stage. So this is why ranking a page for an awareness keyword is very important. You find extra customers before they even think that they want your product or they want that type of product. Also, another advantage of that is normally awareness keywords are way less competitive. And you can go really creative in this. We will see it in a bit. You can find very niche keywords that answer a specific question, and the real answer of that question, the real solution, is then your product. So you can see that it's a very effective content strategy as well as SEO strategy, because you need to rank for those keywords. Plus, another thing, ranking for all these awareness keywords will make easier to rank for more competitive keywords that are normally consideration keywords. So let's move to the consideration stage. In this case, in the holiday purchase, the thought process is, I need a holiday to relieve my stress. So whether they came from the awareness stage, so they found your blog article and they're like, oh cool, yeah, maybe it's a good idea to purchase a holiday. Or they just woke up that morning and they decided, I want a holiday, I want to go to a holiday. Well, you want to rank for the consideration keyword to be found by these people. So these people have clearer ideas, they know what they want, and they will type it on Google. So they want a holiday, right, let's type holiday destinations 2018. or stress relieving destination. So these keywords normally are considered more valuable because people who type that on Google have clearly shown interest in the product. If I type holiday in Spain, I want a holiday in Spain. And there is a psychological thing that says that if there is a website first on Google, most likely people will trust Google and will say, well, this is what Google told me to use to find a holiday in Spain, so I will use it. Many people rely on what Google says. Maybe not the first result, but maybe the second, the third, the fourth. They don't really go after that. They don't really go on page 15 to find a weird, dodgy website. They normally go to the first results. So you can see that ranking for these keywords is a massive, massive, massive opportunity. But obviously it's a bit difficult because most of the times consideration keywords are the most competitive. If you are a car insurance company, ranking first for the keyword car insurance is a goldmine because you're reaching those millions of people who around the world type every day car insurance and they want a car insurance. It's clear what they want. You don't have to do cold sales. They actively told you, I want that, and you're offering that. So most of the times it's a bit difficult to rank for consideration keywords. But with the semantic content strategy that I will tell you in this video, you can make consideration keywords a bit less competitive. But right now let's go to the decision stage. The decision stage, as you probably know, is when a customer knows what he wants. He knows that he wants, in this case, a holiday, but he doesn't know what company he wants. Or he's a bit still undecided. He wants to have proof. He wants to know that your company is the right one and buying this product is the right solution now. So in this case, for example, the thought process of the decision stage is, should I use a travel agent, Expedia, or Booking.com? So evaluating different competitors or different ways to solve the problem, which in this case is a holiday. How can I get a holiday? Decision keywords normally are branded keywords, so the keyword of your brand. I will give you now an important pro tip. You should use one keyword per every page. So focus on one keyword in every single page. Many times some clients come to me and they ask me, can we rank for multiple keywords completely different to each other for one page? And my answer is absolutely not, because you divide all the SEO effort of that page into all those different keywords. It's much better to just group all your efforts in one keyword and be specialized in that and be the best in that keyword. It's much easier to rank and it's much faster to rank. Obviously, you can use multiple keywords in a page if they are very similar, or if one keyword is just the other keyword plus something else. So for example, if you want to rank for how to make money and how to make money online, that's perfect. That's absolutely cool. But it's not great to focus one page, only one single page for how to make money and how to become rich, because that's two completely different keywords and it's not great to have them in just one page. So you need to create two different pages, one for how to make money and the second one for how to become rich. They are two different keywords, two different pages. So you need to be really strategic in the keyword strategy of your website. Obviously, your website has more than one page unless you have a one-page website. In that case, don't do SEO because you will not rank with just one-page website. You need to have more pages and you probably need a blog. We will talk about it in a bit. So you need to assign to each page that you have a keyword. So you need to be strategic with all the keywords in your website. Which keyword goes where and what keyword choose for each page. And you need to be strategic with the types of keywords. So where do you put the awareness keywords? Where do you put the consideration keywords? Where do you put the decision keywords? Because you want all of them. You want to be ranked for all of them so that SEO can reach people, can reach potential customers in every part of the buyer's journey. So normally, awareness keywords are keywords in the blog posts. So for example, how to relieve stress, ways to relieve stress is normally something that you would answer in a blog post. Is normally a long content that explains something. They are normally how-to keywords, so how to do something. Then the consideration keywords are normally used in the landing pages. So let's say that you have 4 services. You're a digital marketing company and you want to sell your 4 services, which is SEO, social media marketing, PPC, and email marketing. So what you want to do is you want to find a keyword that is a consideration keyword and is something that your customers will search when they want your service, and you will optimize the landing page of that service or of that product for this specific consideration keyword. And finally, the decision keywords are normally used in your homepage or in your about page. So let's do a quick example. Let's take the example that we were doing before with the digital marketing agency. So you are a digital marketing agency. You're creating your website and you're doing your keyword research, and you want to know what keywords to put where. So what you should do is to find the decision keywords first, to put in your homepage, in your about page, and normally they are keywords related to your brand. So let's say that your company is called Alpha Omega Marketing. Great. To do a good SEO job, you need to rank first for Alpha Omega Marketing. And then, especially if your brand is established, you need to find all those keywords that your customers type to find you. So they know already who you are, they know you, they just want to find your website, they want to find you. And it is essential for you to be there when people search for you already. Then you need to go to the consideration keywords. As I was saying before, a great thing to do is to create a single page for every product slash service that you're selling. So if you are this Alpha Omega Marketing, you want to create one page for SEO, one page for social media marketing. If you sell products online, you are an e-commerce, so you have to have a page for every product. So you will optimize each page for a keyword, as we were saying before, that people type to find your product. They don't know you yet, but they know the product. They want the product. So in the case of Alpha Omega Marketing, we want to find keywords that people search to find SEO services. The obvious one is SEO services, but you can understand that this is too competitive. Of course, it's great to rank first for SEO services, but realistically, unless you have so much money to invest on SEO, you will not do it. You will not make it. So you need to find a good compromise between opportunity, so this is the keyword that everyone who wants my services wants, and how realistic it is to rank for, so how competitive that keyword is. And you need to find the right balance. How? I will tell you in a second. But before doing that, I want to see the awareness keywords. These are all the keywords that you probably will put in the blog of Alpha Omega Marketing. So, for example, how to rank your website first on Google, how to promote your services online, even basic keywords that, as I was saying, will lead the customer or the prospect, the user, to considering the service or the product that you're offering, but they don't know yet that they want that. So you go a bit before the consideration stage. Now, this is basically how to do a keyword strategy in your website. But now, how do I find these keywords? How do I find which one is the best keyword? What is the right balance between opportunity, as we were saying, so how many people type it, how interesting that keyword is and relevant to my company, my services, my product, how important that keyword is. And on the other side, you have competitivity. So can I realistically rank for that? Do I have the time, the money to do that? So you want to find that great opportunity that is not that competitive, but is searched by people. So how do you do that? How do you find the right keyword? Let's see it right now. So in order to explain properly the keyword research strategy, I will use real life examples, so real companies that I either worked for or that I created, and we will do or redo together the keyword strategy and the keyword research for them. So these companies are the following: Kleos Media, which is a company that I recently founded and is a video production and video marketing company, and Sonic Jobs, which is one of my clients, is a tech company in London and is a hospitality recruitment app. So right now, let's start with the first company, Kleos Media, my company. So the first thing you want to do is to brainstorm ideas, because you need some ideas first before checking if it's right in terms of SEO. How do you find these ideas? Well, you simply think, what will your customers type when they are searching for your product, your service on Google? So they wake up in the morning and they think, oh, I have this problem. I need this solution. What do they type? Let's start brainstorming some ideas for keywords for this company. So this is a video production and video marketing company. So what would people type on Google to find a video production company, a video production agency, a video production service? So Clearly, you can have some obvious ideas. If we are offering video production in London, what keyword could be the most obvious? Video production London. So let's have a look. Let's research, for example, this keyword, video production London. Is it okay? Do people search for it? Is it competitive? Is it too competitive? How do you find out these things? Well, using a tool. The tool I use is this one. I put the link in the description of this video for this tool. So what we will do now is we will type here the keyword we want. In this case, video production London. Now, we can choose the location. So in this case, I would say anywhere, because we already said London. If I wanted to just know video production, a good thing is to make it local. So if I want to target only the United Kingdom, I will say United Kingdom, and it will select only searches in the United Kingdom. And then you can select the language. So for example, if you're doing a keyword research for a specific language, for a specific country, for example, Dutch, you select Dutch. In this case, we can leave any language. And then you go for find keywords. So what we have here is a detailed report of many things. Let's have a look. First of all, we have here the keyword we typed, so video production. But then we also have a list of other keywords that this tool suggests you. So keywords that are related to your one and that people who search for these are searching for as well. So, for example, video production company, corporate video production, film production companies, etc. So this is very, very useful, extremely useful to find other keywords. Then here you have all the data. You have search. That means how many people on average per month search for this keyword. So in this case, around 2,400 people per month type video production, and they are from the UK. This number obviously would be bigger if I put from anywhere. Then the CPC, this is the average cost per click. So if you're doing paid advertising, because you can use this tool also for researching keyword for paid advertising. So if you know a bit about PPC, you know that you have to pay per click, depending on the keyword and depending how competitive you want to be. So in this case, this tool is telling you if you want to be first, rank first for a paid result, not for SEO, you need to make the cost per click at least around $8.49. Now, we don't want that. We don't care about this for SEO, but it's interesting to know anyway how competitive it is. Then you have the Ppc Competition Score. This is, again, we don't care if we are not doing PPC, but it's, again, interesting to know. What we really want to focus on, what this tool does that no one else does, no other tool in the world does, is it gives you a keyword difficulty score. So this thing that is here, but is also here because we selected this keyword now, so we can see here all the detailed data for this keyword. This rank, this score is a percentage of how difficult, how competitive this keyword is. We have here the two main things that we care about when doing keyword research: how popular it is and how difficult it is to rank. That's it, basically. That's the main things that we want. So now, what can we do with this data? Is it competitive? Is it not? How can you evaluate? Well, first of all, this is entirely subjective. There is no average search per term. There are keywords that are searched millions of times per month and keywords that are searched 5 times per month. You need to evaluate how good this keyword volume is. So let me tell you a pro tip that I use to evaluate the search volume of a keyword. So as you can see here in this graph, on average, if you rank first result for a specific keyword, the CTR, the click-through rate, so the percentage of how many people will click to your website and not the other results, is 30%. In my personal experience, sometimes it's 40%, but it doesn't really go higher than 40%. Then if you're second, it's 15%. If you are third is 9%, is around 10%. If you're fourth is around 6%, if you're fifth is around 4%, if you're sixth is around 3%, if you're seventh is around 2%, and then eighth is around 1.50, 1.7. If your ninth is 1.4, if your 10th is 1.13, and then it stays almost the same, so it's like one is around 1. Then it goes higher after around the second page. But let's say that after the 10th you are 1%. But we don't really want to talk about this because it's not our goal. We want to be in the podium. We want to be in the top 3. So let's say that we will be first. So 30%, so let's say 30 instead of 40, 30% of these people will click on your website. So if we rank first for Kleos Media, first for video production in the United Kingdom, 30% of these 2,400 people, so in this case around 700 people, will click every month on average on our website. Now, not everyone who clicks on your website is converted. Not all of them will buy your product or your service or will contact you or will do whatever action. If you already do digital marketing, you probably know your conversion rate of your landing pages from your other channels. If you don't, on average, it goes from 1% to 20%. If it goes lower than 1%, there is normally a big problem with either your website or your product. 1% is the minimum normally. And 20% is really good. It's a really, really good landing page or a really, really good product or both. Let's say that on average is from 5 to 10%. So if you have a good website and you have a good product, probably it's between 5 and 10%. Let's say 5 because we are pessimistic. So let's say that 5% of the 30% of these people will actually buy our service at Kleos Media. That means that we will have around 35 customers per month guaranteed from just this keyword. Now, is it a lot? Is it not a lot? Well, you know it more than me. It's your industry, it's your company. For Kleos Media, 35 per month is a lot. So have a look at your past clients and calculate how much on average your client spend. The average customer at Kleos Media spends quite a lot because we offer quite expensive products and long-term products, long-term relationships. So 35 customers per month is quite good. So that's how you do the evaluation of the search volume. If your company offers very expensive services, you don't need hundreds of thousands of customers. You know it more than me. You just need a few. If the average customer value of your company is $1 or £1, this keyword in particular, for example, wouldn't be good because you would have 35 customers giving you in total £35 or dollars a month. So it's not really worth it. Now let's have a look at the second main element, how competitive it is. So let's say that we said, okay, for me, for Kleos Media, this is great. 35 new customers per month is great, is perfect. So we know how much this is worth in terms of search. How competitive is it? So the reason why I love this tool so much is because it's the only one in the world that gives you this simple, very, very simple percentage. Normally you should do a lot of research. You should gather lots of data. What are the competitors? How competitive they are? What's the domain authority? What's the page authority of those competitors? How many backlinks do they have? What's the citation flow? What's the trust flow? So many things. In this tool, you don't have any of that. Well, you do have them, but you have a way more simple way to understand quickly in seconds if your keyword is competitive or not. This. So how do we value this score? Is it a lot? Is it not a lot? From my experience, from 0 to 20% is very easy. And you can probably make it if you optimize well your page and your website, and maybe if you write a blog post every month, that's fine. We will talk later about why posting more blog posts, posting more content constantly is important for SEO. But right now, just bear in mind that the more content you publish, the better it is. It's not really like that, but we will talk about it later. So from 0 to 20%, you can do it. It's easy. From 20 to 30, you can do it, but you need to put a bit of effort. So maybe post one blog post every 2 weeks maybe, and you need to focus a bit. It's not just let's do the optimization and leave it there and it will eventually rank. You need to do a bit more work, but you can do it. You can do it by yourself if you want. From 30% to 40%, it starts to be a bit tricky. You need to do at least one blog post per week. It takes a bit. It takes probably a few months to rank, and you probably need some help. You probably need a content writer, a copywriter, and maybe some SEO consultancies. From 40% to 50%, it starts to be quite difficult. So you need really a lot of content, a great strategy, and it starts to be a bit difficult. If it's just you and you can't have any help, I wouldn't suggest you to go for it. You need a bit of a budget for that. From 50% to 60%, I would suggest you to think about it really. Do you really want to rank for this keyword? Is it really important for you? Because probably you will have to invest a lot of money and it will take a lot of time to rank for that keyword. If that keyword will make you a lot of money and you have a lot of money to invest, then great, go for it. Then I wouldn't suggest you to go at all above 60% unless you're a big company. You need a lot of backlinks, a lot of backlinks, and do a lot of SEO practices, so it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of money. And if you go above like 80%, we are talking about keywords like Facebook, so absolutely don't go for it unless you have millions to invest in SEO. So depending on your budget, on your time, and on what you want, you need to evaluate this keyword score that this tool gives you. In our case, I would say 35 is okay, but it would be better to have something a bit less competitive. Because we, in this case, for example, for Kleos Media, we want to do short-term strategy. We don't want to wait too much to rank. And also, there is another thing. Video production is a keyword that doesn't exclude other keywords that are that plus something. So video production London, for example. It's better because we will rank first for video production London, and then eventually, if we become big, we can rank also for video production. So other things that this tool gives you is the trends, so you can see, because obviously this is the average, 2,400 per month is the average. You can see here, month by month, how much it was. So in August 2015, it was 1.9k people, so it was less. But then, for example, in January 2017, it was 2.9k. In August 2018, it was 2.4k, etc. And you can also see the interest over time. This is quite interesting. It's a quite interesting data because you can see if it's actually a good moment to invest in that keyword or not. Bear in mind that many keywords have this down here because in these years 2004, 5, 6, 7 everyone was basically typing everything, so many keywords, many basic keywords were really popular, and now they are less popular because people type more long tail keywords. So you will see many keywords, many short keywords, that there is this massive down in the graph because of that. But let's see more recently. It seems that it's quite stable. And then what this tool tells you is the Google SERP. So what is now ranking first for this keyword? So you see Wikipedia, you see Skeleton Production, which is a competitor. So here you can find all the competitors. jmotion.co.uk, clutch.co/UK. Obviously, these results are obviously optimized for United Kingdom. If I put another country, this will be completely different. Everything will be different, even the SERP, because it's geographical. And here you can find all the data that you would normally have to find manually with loads of tools to evaluate, to do this score by yourself, while this tool does it automatically. But if you want to do it manually, or if you want to have a more in-depth look, well, here are all the data that you should know. The domain authority of this website, let's skip Wikipedia, let's have a look at this skeletonproductions.com, which is the competitor. The domain authority is how authoritative is that website. The more important the website, if the website is very old, has a lot of content, has a lot of backlinks, and ranks very high for many keywords, obviously the domain authority is higher. And if it's lower, it means that it's less powerful, less competitive. In this case, 41% is a bit, but not too much. Then you have the page authority, because every page has a different authority. Normally it's quite similar to the domain authority, but it depends. In this case, it's just telling me that the page authority is more or less the same as the domain authority, also because it's the homepage. For example, Indeed, which is a website to find jobs, many times has a domain authority of like 99, but then it has a page authority of 1, because the website is massive, it has a lot of backlinks and it's ranked really high. But that specific page for example, engineering jobs London has way lower authority because it's new, is auto-generated, is not optimized, and probably doesn't have backlinks. So that's when these two are very different. Then you have these three numbers that are all linked together. This is the number of links. So how many backlinks, how many websites linking to this page this website has. In this case, 363. So that means that there are 363 backlinks. And as you probably know already, because we've been talking about it many times, and if you haven't yet, check out my other videos about backlinks. Backlinks are really important for SEO. They're almost essential. It's not really a game of numbers, but it is a game of quality. But it's also kind of a game of numbers. So here we can understand that it has a lot of backlinks and the quality is quite okay, is average. Here it says this is the link profile strength and it's 68. As you can see, every score that it gives you has different colors. It's like a traffic light. So obviously red is no, then orange, then there's yellow, and then there's green. So here it tells you that this website has 68% of strength. So that means that it's quite strong. Remember what I told you before about the percentages? It's kind of the same for websites. So 70% is quite a lot. It's quite difficult to rank for that. Wikipedia is even higher, it's 74. This one is a bit less. So there is the first two are quite high. Then it drops quite a lot. It goes to 43%. In fact, you can see that here there are just 47 backlinks and here there are just 11. So it goes even more down to 36. But still, it's 30, 40, 40, and then 70 and 60. So it's quite a lot. So the next step is putting these two main things together, competition and the value of the keyword. So, okay, we know that this keyword will give us around, has around 2,400 searches per month, and we calculated that we have around 30, 35, but could be 40, could be 50, could be 60, could be 100, depends on a lot of factors. But we know pessimistically that we will have at least 30 customers per month, which is a lot. But is it worth all this? Is it worth the wait? Is it worth all that money? Is it worth all that effort? My expert answer in this case is yes, it's possible, we can do it. But there are way better keywords that we can find. They have a bit less search, so the value is a bit lower, but the competition is way lower, so the ratio competition and value is much higher. So how do we find these keywords? Well, we can brainstorm again, or we can have a look at here. Here, this tool tells me already other keywords, other suggestions, and it tells me loads of them. And we can quickly see already the search volume of them and the score, the keyword difficulty score. So this is the only tool that can let you very, very quickly find opportunities. For example, here we go. This has, oh no, it changed, it's 31. This website updates instantly, so sometimes it changes. So it was less competitive, but now it's more competitive. So let's keep searching, let's keep finding something. Oh, there we go. This is an interesting one. 16%, so it's easy. And it has around 140 searches. And this is promotional video production. It's valuable, it's something that my customers could search for. And it's very easy. We can see here, and we can see again, it's quite easy, quite green here. Yeah, there is this 54%, but it just has 24 backlinks, and probably this is because why this is 54% but this is 16? Because probably this website is not really optimized for this keyword. It's optimized for maybe a similar keyword. So, okay, it's 54%, but I don't care that much because for these keywords specifically, it's not that much powerful. So that's why before I told you that it's very important to focus on a specific keyword and not on many keywords. Or of course your website can rank for synonyms, and it will rank for synonyms. The new Hummingbird update of Google makes you rank for many synonyms, but it's less powerful than the specific keyword. So if you rank for the specific keyword, okay, this is 54%, but on average it's 16, so it's quite easy. So is this keyword worth it? If we do a little calculation, we can know that 30% of 140 is around 40 and 5% of it is around 2. So that means that these keyword will probably give me at least 2 clients per month if we rank first. So is it worth it? Well, it's not that many, but it's not really competitive, so it could be worth it. My answer is could be worth it, but again, we can find better. In this case, we are the other way around. The value of the keyword is not that high, even if the competition is very low. So we can find something better. Let's find something better. I also forgot to tell you that this tool has a much easier way to calculate what I just did here, so 30% and then 5%. There is a much easier way because it tells you, for example, now that I clicked here, promotional video production, here it tells me the first three results, well, the first 10 results, and this thing here, which is the estimated visits per month. So how many people, according to the software, will click on your website from this keyword. So here it tells that 48 people, so a bit higher than the 30% I was calculating, which was 42. This is 48, which is more or less, but a bit higher. So you can clearly see, okay, if I rank first, I probably will have 48 people every month, on average, that will click on my website. And of these, 1%, 5%, 10%, 20%, depending on my conversion rate of my website, will actually purchase. And for example, if you aim to the 5th position instead of the 1st, because you're like, okay, I will never be able to rank first for this keyword, but probably I will rank 5th. That's my goal, 5th. Okay, let's go here, 5th. 7 people. It's not a lot. But if you go in a big keyword, like video production, 5th, 100 people. It's quite good. So you need to also evaluate that. Another very important thing that you have to keep in mind is that these keywords are searched by people. So don't just look at the number, look at the keyword itself. Don't forget to do that. Because for example, here, well, it's not really good, but let's say that I chose that. This is not relevant to what I'm doing. I'm not a film company. Or for example here, corporate video production, which is actually is quite nice, it's quite easy, it's 22%, and it has 390 people in the search. So if I look at here, I have around 130 people per month who will click on my website. So let's say 7 new customers per month, which is quite good. But then you have to remember, we are looking for a keyword for a page that promotes video production. This is corporate video production. Is it a good idea to rank for a keyword that is not exactly what we are offering? Google and people recognize that. Google says, well, you're not really talking about corporate video production, you're talking about video production in general. Create a page that focuses on corporate video production and optimize that page for this keyword. This is a great strategy that we do in SEO. We create different landing pages depending on the keyword. So here I have a whole list of potential landing pages that I could use to optimize for each single keyword here. For example, web video production. That's an amazing keyword that we could use for another landing page, and it has 16% of difficulty, so great. Let's have a look at this one. Video production agency is really relevant because we are a video production agency and we are offering that service. It has around 200 people who search it, so around 71 per month that will click on the first link if we arrive first, and if we arrive third, around 20, and it has 29% difficulty. Doing my calculations, I realized that with this keyword, people tend to be converted much more. So out of these 70 people a month that I would get, it's not just a 5% or a 1% conversion rate, because you have also to take into account this is a very, very consideration-focused keyword. I'm clearly telling you that I want a video production agency. This is very important. If I'm typing a keyword that is not really showing the intent, so I want to know the best holidays in 2019, I'm not really telling you that I want to buy them now. But if I type best holidays 2019 to buy now, for example, this is a way more powerful keyword in terms of intent, because the conversion rate of that will be very powerful. We call that money keywords. When you show intent to buy. This is not really a money keyword, but it's showing the intent of the product, video production agency, way more than other keywords. This keyword here, corporate video, is not really a good money keyword, because I might look for corporate video because I want to watch corporate videos, or I might want to find how to make a corporate video. We don't know really what these 396 people will look for. But here, with the video production agency, where did it go? Video production agency, we know that these people are looking for an agency. And so there could be two things. They look for a job, or they look for an agency to have a contract to get video production done. So these 70 people are very, very, very targeted. So that's why I chose video production agency for my website, Kleos Media. So if we go here in video production, we can see that this website, this page, is optimized for video production agency. And how do you optimize a page for a keyword? Well, this is the topic of another video that you can find here. So now that we have done this process, let's do it again very quickly for the other pages. So for video marketing, let's go for video marketing. Let's go back to our tool and let's type video marketing. And let's stay in the UK because I want to target people in the UK. Let's search. And there we go. Video marketing is hard. So not to be considered. Even if it has a quite good search and I would get 281 people to click if I got first, it's basically impossible to rank. Well, it is possible, but I don't have that budget. So no, I can't do it. Let's have a look at the other ones. Video advertising, but this is not relevant. Online video marketing, 61, no. So video marketing strategy, 37, but these people might look for a strategy. They don't want my services. So this could be a good awareness keyword, but it's not a consideration keyword. But let's have a look here. Ooh, interesting. Video marketing agency. It has 27, so it's quite nice, it's quite easy, and it has 163 people. So around 56 more clicks, very targeted. So probably 10% of them will be converted. So around 6 new clients a month. And it's not that competitive. So is it worth? Is it worth in terms of investment? How much will I spend compared to how much will I earn? And in my opinion, this is a great keyword. And in fact, I used this keyword to optimize the page video marketing. Now, what about the awareness keywords? Well, if we go to our blog, we have a few blog posts. Each one of these blog posts is optimized for an awareness keyword. So why do we do this? Okay, we do it to reach more people. Every keyword obviously is typed by extra people, extra potential customers. So every blog post is used as a landing page to get more people, to find more traffic. But it's not just for that. This is a strategy, a very, very powerful strategy, one of the most powerful strategies to rank first on Google and to do great SEO, which is called, I told you already that I was going to tell you about it, is the semantic content strategy, or also semantic keyword strategy. So what we want to do, I talk about it a lot in my videos, and I will do a video specifically for this strategy that I will explain it in detail. But right now, what you need to know, especially in terms of keywords, is that if you want to rank first with your website, what you want to do is to show Google that you are the #1 expert in that field. If you want to rank, you need to find a specific niche and create a lot of great content related to that niche. That's how you explain, that's how you show Google that you're the #1 on that. So you post so much content that you will cover everything related to your niche. So if you're an SEO agency, what you want to do is to create a lot of content related to SEO. And not just related to, you need to create a strategy, a semantic strategy, a semantic map. So semantic map is you select your main topic, which in this case is, well, the case of the SEO agency is SEO. You select your money keywords, your consideration keywords, which could be SEO agency, SEO services, or whatever, SEO services London. And then what you do is that you create a lot of content to cover every single subtopic, every single niche within the niche. So SEO has loads of niche. Keyword research. So post everything related to keyword research, covering every single little niche within your niche. You will show Google, okay, I am the number one, I am the expert, I explain everything related to my niche. So as you can see here, every single blog post that we post is optimized for a specific keyword. For example, how much does a whiteboard animation video cost? If we go to our tool and I type, how much does a whiteboard animation video cost, you will see that it's a very, very, very specific long tail keyword, and it has just 10 searches, but it has a very, very, very low competition score. So it's very easy to rank for this keyword. Okay, it has just 10 searches, which probably means that 3 people a month will click on that. But I don't care. I don't care about having so many people from just this keyword because I post a blog post every week. But this is not the main reason why I'm doing that. I'm doing that for the semantic content strategy that I told you before. So if I post so much content related to video production and to video marketing, it's very, very likely that I will rank for my money keywords, for my consideration keywords, that are the ones that give me so many clients. So how do you find these keywords? How can you find a keyword so long? How much does a whiteboard animation video cost? That has anyway 10 searches, because if you search randomly, probably most of the times, these very, very long tail keywords don't have any search. So how could I find a keyword that is so low competition and has 10 searches, which is not a lot, but for such a long keyword? How did I find it? So you normally start from a basic keyword, which is not long tail. So if I type here, whiteboard animation, maybe just that, and I do this, I will have the results I had before, that we saw before. But if I go on autocomplete, let's see what I get. So while suggestions tells me similar keywords, autocomplete doesn't tell me suggestions, or at least it's a suggestion, but it's keywords that have whiteboard animation in it. So whiteboard animation software, whiteboard animation video, a whiteboard animation UK. But if I go in questions, what I have here is questions that people type on Google with this keyword in it. Like, there we go. How much does whiteboard animation cost? So let's take Sonic Jobs. If we have a look at the blog of Sonic Jobs, we can see a lot of content focusing on specific niches. All of these blog posts are optimized for a specific long tail keyword for the same reasons we saw before. As you can also see, we focused on a specific topic, that is living and working in London, as we decided to create this SEO strategy. And this strategy actually worked really well, because if you look at these one, how much does it cost to live in London, which is a very long tail keyword. So if I type it here, how much does it cost to live in London? As you can see, it's not that competitive, but it has quite a lot of searches, and we are ranked already 4th. Or if you look at how to find a job in London quickly, this was a sneaky one because it's actually a consideration keyword, but it's a long tail consideration keyword. So we decided to create a blog post, which is basically a landing page, a sales page, but it's not really, it's a blog post. So if you type how to find a job in London quickly, which is a quite long tail keyword, you will see that 30 people every month search for it, and the competition is 20%. And look who's the first organic result, Sonic Jobs. Once more, if we go to the blog post, this one, 7 central but cheap areas to live in London, and if we type in our tool, cheap areas to live in London. So this one was a very good one because it has a very low competition and it has a very, very high search. Well, very high for such a long tail keyword. And look who is the first result, Sonic Jobs. So we have around 120 people per month arriving to our website, well, to their website, thanks to this blog post. So thanks to this content strategy and to this smart keyword research. So this was how to do easy keyword research. To be fair, we went quite deeply, so it's not really easy. It's from easy to, I would say, intermediate. I will post more content related to more advanced keyword research. Now, what you need to do is to start doing it on your own. Start doing your keyword research. Remember to start with the consideration keyword. Find ideas for keywords that your customer type when they want to find the solution you're offering. And then using the tool that I showed you, that the link is in the description of this video, find out how much volume this keyword has, how many people type it every month, how much traffic can it generate to you, ranking first, second, or whatever, and then see how competitive it is, how much is the competition, and so evaluate, using the techniques that I told you in this video, if it's the right for you, or find suggestions still with this tool. And then create the whole keyword map for your awareness keywords. So do your semantic content research that will help you rank first. Now, if all your keywords are quite easy, are quite low competition, just creating this keyword content strategy and actually creating content for each single keyword will probably make you rank quite high. But obviously this is not the only way to rank. You need to take into account many other things like backlinks, like on-site SEO, like technical SEO. And if you want to know more about all these topics, you can check out my other videos in my channel. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe and watch all my other videos. I post regular content and I want to cover every single topic regarding SEO in my channel. So thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.